lot of times your protagonist will make decisions and you're like, but we see that you shouldn't do that. If that's what they know, if that's what their decision is,
Yeah,
they're
they're
going to
convicted.
stick
Yeah.
Yeah.
with that, day in and day out. They are biased. It is their feelings. It is their
Yeah.
emotions.
Mm.
Well, I just know, like, so for those that may not know what the Groundlings is, it's like a improv sketch writing theater, and it's basically the training ground for people that want to get into SNL. I never really wanted to get into SNL, but I really liked characters. What I learned primarily from that school was not just how to ground my characters and make them real instead of caricatures, but also point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Point of view is like the most important thing when you're writing like a 4-minute sketch. You have to have a really strong point of view for each one of your characters. And I think I pulled that, like the whole idea of that, into building the characters for this particular show, All Things Undone, because it just had to be like really like if she was afraid, she had to be really afraid and afraid of everything. If she didn't trust, she couldn't trust anything. Like I had to push it further and further and further. And so I think doing that and having studied under, I belonged to this thing called the Sunday
Mm-hmm.
Company, and I had a director, and he was,
Oh yeah,
yeah, his name was
absolutely.
Jim Rash, and he wrote like The Descendants, which actually won an Oscar. And so he was like a really good screenwriter. And so I was constantly trying to pull his like brain and figure out, okay, how do you do this? Well, how do you do that? So that I wasn't just sketch writing, I was also kind of under the tutelage of this really great writer who I really wanted to like, find out how do you become a better script writer.